Hello student, welcome back. Today we have to learn CBC class 9th Maths chapter 1 number system. Let's see exercise 1.1. First question. Is 0 a rational number? Can you write it in the form P by Q where P and Q are integers and Q not equal 0? Yes, it is a rational number because 0 can be written as 0 by 1, 0 by 2 and 0 by 3 etc. Now, it is in the form of P by Q where P, Q are integers as well as Q not equal 0. So, 0 is a rational number. Move on to the next question. Find 6 rational numbers between 3 and 4. In between any two number itself, we can find infinitely many rational numbers. So, here asking only for 6 rational number. Question number 2. Here given 3 and 4. Now, every numbers consider denominator 1. Here asking 6 rational number mean we have to multiply both numerator and denominator for both the fraction above 6. So, I will take here 7. Now, we have to multiply this 3 into 7. We should get 21. 1 7s are 7. Same thing 4 7s are 28. 1 7s are 7. Now, we need to find 6 rational number in between this two number. So, we cannot consider this two number. Therefore, 6 rational numbers are 22 by 7, 23 by 7, 24 by 7, 25 by 7, 26 by 7 and 27 by 7. Suppose I will take above 6 some other number. Here 10 mean we have to multiply both numerator and denominator 10. So we should get 3 tens are 30, 1 tens are 10. Here 4 tens are 40, 1 tens are 10. Therefore 6 rational numbers are after 30 by 10 we have to write 31 divide 10, 32 divide 10, 33 divide 10, 34 divide 10, 35 divide 10 and 36 divide 10. In between the given two rational number itself, infinitely many rational numbers are there. So each and every person answer may vary. That's all for the second question. Now move on to the next question. Find 5 rational numbers between 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Question number 3. 3 by 5 and 4 by 5. Here asking 5 rational number. So I will take above 5, 6. Both numerator and denominator multiply by 6. We should get 3 6 are 18, 5 6 are 30. Here 4 6 are 24, 5 6 are 30. In between this two number, we can write infinitely many rational number. But here asking only 5 rational numbers. Therefore, 5 rational numbers are we have to write after 18 by 30. So, 19 by 30, 20 by 30, 21 by 30, 22 by 30 and 23 by 30. That's all for the third question. Now move on to the next question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Give reason for your answer. Sub-question 1. Every natural number is a whole number. Yes, it is true because the collection of whole numbers contains all the natural number. We can write here the collection of whole numbers contain all the natural numbers. Sub-question 2. Every integer is a whole number. No, it is false because Every whole number is a integer, but not every integer is a whole number. False. For example, -5 is an integer, but not a whole number. Next sub question, every rational number is a whole number. No, it is false, because every whole number is a rational number, but not every rational number is a whole number. False. For example, 1/4 is a rational number, but not a whole number. That's all for the fourth question. Now move on to the next exercise. Exercise 1.2. Let's see the first question. State whether the following statements are true or false. Justify your answer. Sub-question 1. Every irrational number is a real number. It is true because the set of all rational and irrational numbers are called real numbers. Sub-question 1. It is true because the set of all rational and irrational numbers are called real numbers. Let's see the next sub-question. Every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. It is false because no negative number can be the square root of any natural number. We can write the same here. False because no negative number can be the square root of any natural number. Sub-question 3. Every real number is an irrational number. It is false because real number may be rational or irrational. Third one. False. For example, 5 is a real number, but not irrational number. That's all for the first question. Now move on to the next question. Are the square roots of all positive integers irrational? If not, give one example of the square root of a number that is a rational number. It is false because square root of all positive integer may be rational or irrational. For example, square root of 4 equal to 2. We can write the same here. No. For example, square root of 9 equal to 3 is a rational number. Now, question number 3. Show how root 5 can be represented on the number line. Now, we can locate root 5 on the number line. First, we have to draw a number line here. Here 0, it is the positive side, so plus 1, 2, 3, 4. Here negative side, so minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Now 0 to 1, 1 unit, here named O and here named A. Now place the product here, draw a perpendicular line. After that, here to here cut 1 unit. Now here named B, join this OB. It is the right angle triangle, so we have to apply Pythagoras theorem here. Already we know that the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the square of the other two sides. Right angle direct opposite sides is called hypotenuse. Therefore, in a right angle triangle, OAB, so OB square equal to OA square plus AB square, which implies OB equal to square root of OA square plus AB square. Already we know that OA and AB value 1. So square root of 1 square plus 1 square, we should get root 2. Now place the product here. Draw a perpendicular line. After that, here to here cut 1 unit. Now here named C. Now join OC. Already we find OB value root 2. So we have to write here OB root 2. Now O as the center, OB as the radius. Draw an arc which intersect on the number line. At this point P, now it is root 2 on the number line. Here 1 unit. Again it is the right angle triangle. Therefore, in a right angle triangle, OBC, here hypotenuse OC, other two sides OB and BC. Therefore, OC equal to square root of OB square plus BC square. Here already we know that OB value root 2 and BC value 1. So root 2 the whole square plus 1 square. So we should get root 2 the whole square mean 2, 1 square mean 1. So root 2 plus 1 we should get root 3. Now OC value root 3. So we have to write here root 3. Now O as the center, OC as the radius. Draw an arc which intersect on the number line. Now this point named Q, it is root 3. Again placed the product here. Draw a perpendicular line. After that cut here to here 1 unit. It is named D. Now join O and D. Again it is the right angle triangle. So in a right angle triangle, OCD, OD is the hypotenuse, OC and CD are other two sides. So OD equal to square root of OC square plus CD square. Already we know that OC value root 3, CD value 1. So root 3 the whole square plus 1 square. Root 3 the whole square mean we should get 3 and 1 square mean 1. So root 3 plus 1 we should get root 4. Now OD value root 4 we have to write here. Now O as the center, OD as the radius. Draw an arc which intersect on the number line. It is R and this point root 4 located on the number line. Now placed the product here. Draw a perpendicular line. After that here to here cut 1 unit. Now here named E. Now join this E and O. It is the right angle triangle. Now hypotenuse OE, other two sides OD and DE. In a right angle triangle, ODE, OE equal to square root of OD square plus DE square. OD value root 4. So root 4 the whole square plus DE value 1 square. Here root 4 the whole square mean 4, 1 square, here 1. So root 4 plus 1 root 5. Now OE value root 5. So we can write here root 5. Now O as the center, OE as the radius. Draw an arc which intersect on the number line. Now this is S. What is root 5 on the number line here? If you have any doubt, comment below. Subscribe my channel for further videos. Thank you.